all this video, but we will watch. Hey guys, Serpent Eye here, back with another video, look, making fun of Synthetic Man. This is quite an old video now, but I think I need to show everyone else and call this video. We're not gonna watch all of it, because fucking look at this. We're gonna get this, how often we get stun locked, it's gonna end up like 5 hours long.
Yeah.
let's
I mean,
maybe
if you
not
want
watch
five,
the whole
if you want
thing.
to watch
I
a
don't know
5 hour
if
long
I'd be able
video,
to
just
hear
go on the
it.
H Bomber Guy's channel.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just
y'all ready?
what?
You know,
Maybe there's a
despite-
most
you know,
replayed. If he JQs in this,
Yeah.
Yeah,
does.
he JQs.
JQ.
It is fucking crazy.
Despite my reputation in the
yeah,
wider
I just remember
sphere as
that
a bit of a
Canadian Nazi
contrarian
guy who was
or a
debating
drift,
Vosh that one time. He was like, "Well, actually, you have a lot of Jews in your media."
or somebody
I
who
just remember him
hates
saying
every
that.
video game, I actually really enjoyed Breath of the Wild. It was definitely the best game that released in 2017.
Surprised he even liked Breath
and
of the
although I
Wild.
did
Yeah.
have quite a few issues with the
Surprised he
game,
didn't
one
like
I guess this was back before.
Sorry.
I guess this
Listen
was
to-
back when this was back before like the culture war, like the quote unquote culture war that we're in today, like really took off.
This is
that
only
was
a
when it
year
was, like-
ago, eh?
This guy's so excited. Listen to him. He's like,
you've already heard
"Breath of the
before.
Wild is the best game that I ever played." You know.
Yeah.
He sounds so bored.
Yeah, he's like, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is the most disappointing thing since my son. The red letter media meme. He's like, at least my son killed himself because he didn't want anything to do with me.
Durability and the open world feeling a little bit empty, I still think it was a unique experience, and I'm not one of the people who was desperate to return to the old Zelda formula after playing it. And so, shockingly enough, I actually was kind of excited to review Tears of the Kingdom this year. I thought it was almost certainly going to be Game of the Year, even if it did disappoint in some way.
Yeah, like
Especially
having
given that
minorities and women and Jews.
Before remake,
Yeah,
a
true.
good game is just a remake.
I don't need black people in my media. You know, Fallout
Yeah,
sucks. Why?
even
Because
if
it's got
they-
a femoid for a protagonist.
Yeah, at least at least the black guy's the antagonist this time in this Zelda game. So that
Which in
makes
my
it somewhat
eyes
okay.
means it shouldn't really be considered for Game of the Year because it's not an original idea. And Starfield is being made by Bethesda, and let's be honest, they've been disappointing most RPG fans for over a decade.
Yeah,
at
because
this
they're not trying to make RPGs anymore, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're trying to
point.
make they're
While
trying to
I was
like
never the
just
biggest
follow the
Bethesda fan
money.
in the world. I did grow
They're
up
making open world action games, open world shooters and shit.
playing Fallout 3
Yeah.
and loved it at
Like
the
I've
time.
not played
and when
Starfield, but
Skyrim-
I've heard like very mixed things about it.
Yeah.
Like people tend to be very like divided on Starfield. I have friends like either
brother
really
liked
like it or they really don't like it.
I'm
came
gonna
out, I
check it
enjoyed
out
it the first
when I
couple
can-
times
when
I
I can run
played it.
Maybe
Eventually, I
might
did sour
I
on
might
it,
get
and
it when I
then,
get
as
like
you
a
prob-
proper PC.
Ew, look at this
wait,
DISGE
wait,
bullshit.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah.
I
Why
can't
they
get
do
you
into
remember
this.
that one time? You remember that
Yeah,
one time,
I'll play
like
Fast
way
to
back?
this.
You remember that one time, like back like 5 years ago or whatever? There was some Tomb Raider movie or something, or I don't even remember what it was, a remaster, and they were complaining that her boobs were too small or something, and it's like, well, wait, doesn't that break it? Because she was a female protagonist, a strong female protagonist in
Well,
the first
you see,
place, so
the
she
thing
could be against the whole game, you know?
The thing is, they don't care if they only like strong female protagonists when they can jerk off to them.
Yeah.
And then sometimes not even that, it
I mean,
seems like.
that's why, like, I mean, that's why that's why the Chuds love Senran Kagura so much. It's because despite the show having like strong female characters, they're dressed boobily and they're underage,
Yeah.
so it gets like a free pass.
Probably know by now if you've been watching the channel, Fallout 4 came out and was the second biggest disappointment I've ever had in my history playing video games. So they're probably
one
going
asked.
to disappoint
Yeah.
again with Starfield. So, knowing that,
No
how
one
is it that
asked
Tears of the
Synthetic
Kingdom is
Man.
not the indisputable game of the year already? Well, it's the same game you already played. It's Breath of the Wild 1.5, the
Everybody
same
been
map,
playing a
the
video
same
game.
Was
progression
drunk people.
systems, all of the same enemies from the previous
Yeah,
game. Yes,
I
they
like
added a bunch of new ones
video
too, but
games.
the sense of deja
So from
vu
Clay,
you
I'm
get
really
playing
waiting. I'm waiting for him to really say something stupid. Say something really fucking brain dead.
this, even if you only played Breath of the Wild once,
Oh, he
is
will.
unshakable, and it truly sours
Oh my
this
god, there's
experience
bird people.
somewhat.
There's
But I
Okay,
furries in this
We
game.
probably are. I do want to watch all of this, but or most of this. I probably will edit the video.
Won't go too deeply into that right here in the intro. The game is still fun for pretty much all the same reasons Breath of the Wild was fun. And now we have these goofy new building mechanics that are reminiscent of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, for better or worse.
What?
Which some people will love,
What?
some people will
I
probably
disagree.
mostly ignore.
What?
Yeah. Hang on,
I
pause real
disagree
quick.
that it was
like,
as bad as Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Like I played this game a little bit. I thought that shit was fun. What is he talking about?
I have never played.
yeah,
I've
like
never
it's
played
basically
Breath of
this
the
is
Wild-
Tears of the Kingdom is basically what Nuts and Bolts should have fucking been.
Mhm.
I feel like Nuts and Bolts could have been fun if it wasn't so like fucking janky.
Yeah. I was like I was like 8 or something when I played Nuts and Bolts. So
And in my case,
Yeah, I
I'm
remember the
able to
original
abuse a
Banjo-Kazooie.
flying segue every time
Mhm.
it's even remotely viable.
I
If
mean,
you
but on
like
the other
Breath
hand,
of
I
the
did
Wild,
think
you'll
that
probably
Nuts
like
and Bolts
this,
was
and
like
I'm sure
amazing.
you already bought it
I
and played
only
through
played it
it.
like once.
I
So-
loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
Some of you even played the game
Yeah,
a week
I
early.
mean, I
for
enjoyed
free.
it for
You
a
know
bit,
who
but
you
like,
are.
I got
Not
pretty
me. I
tired of it.
decided to do it legit. So the only tears from this
Especially
game
after,
were my
because
wallet,
around the
as
time,
Nintendo
pause real quick.
mugged me for $70.
What'd you say?
Because around that same, I was just saying, like, I enjoyed, like, I played, like, Nuts and Bolts for a little bit when I was a kid, but then, but then I kind of, like, dropped it because, well, Minecraft, because I discovered, well, Minecraft, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Anyway, y'all, it's getting really late for me. I probably am gonna need to go to bed soon.
All right.
So sorry for the
Okay,
stay up, but,
that's fine, that's Joe.
yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, and hopefully my allergies don't get too much worse. I've been.
I'll link you the video.
Just
I'll link you the
remember,
video when I
if you
upload it.
take anything out of this, if you take anything out of this, Jenna, Tears of the Kingdom is not a masterpiece because Jews run it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically That's basically.
Yeah,
That's basically what this guy keeps saying, even though he's obviously
Yeah,
full of shit.
Yeah, that's right. He can't goon to like his he can't goon to like
Oh,
his
yeah.
hot imp waifu anymore.
He outs himself as a pedophile.
Maybe if they brought back Midna, then he might give it a 10 out of 10.
No, hold on. He outs himself as a pedophile in this video as well.
He does.
Yeah,
he
Oh
does.
my god!
Oh my
we
God,
gotta
he
keep
does.
watching then.
There's a scene. Yeah, like I won't spoil it. I'll let
No,
it
don't
happens.
spoil
But
it.
there's a
Shut up
scene
now.
that he adds like some weird pedophilic like angle to like an otherwise like charming scene
Yeah.
with like one of the characters.
Okay, now we're watching this whole fucking thing. I don't care how long it takes. I will edit it if I have to.
And so originally,
Yeah,
my
we're gonna-
idea
we're gonna
was to
earn
just
that
play
extra ad
25 to
revenue.
30 hours of the game and review it and just compare it to the first in many of the core game mechanics, level design, world design, etc. Well, because of bad time management and honestly a personal desire to finish
I
the
like how
game,
it's-
I did actually want to
Get to
finish
the
it
fucking
despite my
point. Start
many,
JQing
many
already.
issues with it. I ended up
I know.
putting in
Yeah.
over 60 hours and completing the whole story.
Okay,
Now,
we're gonna skip past this.
So, starting off with the combat, even though
Yeah.
combat isn't
We're not okay.
necess-
We're not here for the combat. We're here for
Don't give a
the.
shit. It's the
Well,
combat's
no,
just the
wait,
same
that's
as in
gotta
Breath of
be
the
it.
Wild.
That's
There's not
gotta
much
be it.
different.
Start that scene.
This is the
go
story
ahead.
and story and conspiracies. Hell yeah.
And I don't want to talk about the
Yep.
story in detail because it's not really interesting. This might actually be the worst story
Are
in
those-
Zelda
are
yet
those-
as well. Though I'm sure people will bring up one of the 2D games or maybe like Spirit Tracks or something. I don't really care. I mean, of like the high budget 3D
Fuck
ones.
you,
This is
Spirit
not
It's
Tracks
not
really
really
was
interesting because
It
the
doesn't
Jews
even
run it
feel
like
like
the
a
rest of the
sequel.
media.
Yeah.
80% of the characters have no
Spirit Tracks was a
idea
good game.
who the
Cope
hell
and
Link
Seeds,
is,
I think, man.
despite the
That's
fact
how you
it's
know
only been
he's
like
dumb.
5 years.
Well, you
Yeah.
know he was dumb based on his takes on Fallout.
Okay, all of the major
Yeah.
players from Breath of the Wild remember Link and know he saved the world, but there's no evidence of Calamity Ganon's damage. The
Oh.
Divine Beasts are gone. I don't even think they're referenced in dialogue. This is a bit of a spoiler, so feel free to
Yeah,
skip.
because they
if you,
packed
for
them
some
away, dumbass.
Okay, is he
This
just
is at
doing?
least a better video than the last one. I mean, in terms of how it was made, not because of the points or whatever.
Okay, does he
Yeah.
not? Did the fucking coward edit out the parts where he's JQing?
I mean, you could probably still find video footage of that.
There
if
might
you
be a
look.
re-upload video somewhere.
How do you know it was taken out? Wait, you didn't. Wait,
Cheers.
there was the most replayed part.
Oh, wait,
the most replayed part
Okay, yeah.
is probably where he
Re-upload.
JQ'd.
almost literally, we was Kang.
Oh, never mind. This is the video. The coward didn't edit out.
Kang
some-
was
there
a
it is.
goat man.
There it is.
Okay, we're gonna sit through all of it.
Zelda, the worst story. It doesn't even feel like a sequel.
Oh, he's-
80% of the characters who have no idea who the hell Link is,
I
despite the
heard-
fact it's
I
only been
heard
like
it.
5 years. Yeah, okay, all of the major players from Breath of the Wild remember
Okay, it's
Link
getting
and know
unhinged.
he saved the world, but there's no evidence of Calamity Ganon's damage. The Divine Beasts are gone. I don't even think they're referenced in dialogue.
What evidence do you
This is a bit
fucking
of a
need?
spoiler, so feel
Was
free to
Calamity
skip if you,
Ganon.
for some reason, care about the story of this game. Zelda goes back in time to when Hyrule was founded, essentially, or a little bit after that. Meets the first king and queen of Hyrule, which the king was a fucking goat
Cool.
man, and the queen was a, we'll say, dark elf. So
Almost a
despite the
casual
fact that the
racism.
Gerudo are clearly supposed to be
Yeah.
like the Middle Eastern,
First of all, how dare you insult the
race,
Dunmo
I guess you
race?
could say, but they
Is
might
this
even
how
be
you
a different
honor the
species
sixth
than
house and the tribe unmourned, Synthetic Man?
aliens. I'm not sure. They could be like a Saurian.
You're lucky that
just
we haven't
take
put you in
genetic
servitude.
material from Hylians to make more Gerudo,
In
right?
Wa.
But no, now there's actually a lot of Hylians that are various shades of brown throughout the world.
They're
And of
black
course,
people,
one
yes,
of the
always have
founders
been.
of Hyrule said the
Oh,
stage
here
of
it
the
comes.
entire
Here it
series
comes.
created a wonderful
for it.
Wakanda-esque utopia.
Wait.
Is one of these brown Hylians. Almost literally, we was Kangs and shit. So much for Skyward Sword being the beginning of the series.
Oh, that racist.
Wait, what?
Oh my
I don't get it.
fucking
Can you play that
God.
again?
Yeah. Okay, everyone,
Play it
shut
again.
the fuck up.
Wakanda-esque utopia is one of these brown Hylians. Almost literally, we was Kangs and shit. So much for Skyward Sword being the beginning of
I don't get what he's quoting at all.
Okay, we was
Basically,
Kang shit is a is
It's a racist meme. Basically, it's based on like an old a meme from like the originating from like the Hotep community. Where like basically there's like a conspiracy that like that black people
Oh, I
founded
found one.
ancient Egypt.
Here, let me show you this real quick. I don't want to put this in the
Which, I
chat
mean,
because I don't want to look like a
partially true.
racist. But here, just look at the screen for a second. I found a meme that's relevant. See, look
Okay.
at this.
Could you
Yeah,
just,
let's see it.
yeah.
This, unironically, you know, the whole like conspiracy theory that it's not entirely a conspiracy theory, but the way they
Hey,
frame
can
it
you
is
just-
like,
Are
well,
you able to just link it to me?
Mm.
yeah,
I
I
stopped
can.
streaming.
Can you not see it?
No. I would rather put it up. I'd rather put it up on the
It's
screen.
the
So,
mind-
so
yeah,
that,
here, I'll just send you the image. It's just an image.
Oh.
I'll send it to you privately. I don't want to like people to be like, oh, this guy might be like a crazy.
all right.
Yeah. I got
No, it's fine.
All right.
No,
Well, when
yeah,
we get
it
the
must
image,
be,
I'll
yeah.
put it. I'll
Sure,
put it up
sure.
on screen. I'll try to remember to put it up on screen. Okay. How long can we?
And to dip into the schizo paint a little bit, the king being a goat man, who are the Zonai people who came from the heavens, is borderline satanic imagery. I have no idea if this is intentional or not, but Japan
oh,
used
hi,
to be
Jack
infamous for
Thompson.
putting weird Christian symbolism in anime and occasionally video games. So this could be an extension
hey,
of
Jack
that, or
Thompson's
again,
back.
if you want to take the schizo angle, this is a result of a certain cult organization full of
And he would know, wouldn't he?
elites that are subtly inserting their propaganda into video games.
It's just
There's all sorts of
He started with the satanic panic,
Yeah.
and then he went
Yep.
like way.
He
I
started
don't think
with
it's the Satanists he's worried about.
Yeah, it sounded like
He
the
literally did,
satanic
like,
I
panic
think he's
first.
afraid of a different kind of. I think he's afraid of a different kind of star.
Yeah,
yeah.
Moon and Star, more Moon and Star of David.
Jesus Christ, man.
He just actually
Hey,
did.
whoa, don't
dude.
break the third commandment like that. Come on, bro.
Wait a minute.
It's almost like
Moon and
it's almost
Star.
like the
Oh
it's
my
almost
God.
like the elites, the global
That was-
elite cabal that made this game is basically what he just said.
Yeah, the fucking Jews were
Oh,
black
yeah, I
people
wonder
from
how
Legend of
many
Zelda.
you're talking about.
I can't believe this. Even though black people have been a thing in Zelda games since Ocarina of Time.
No, those aren't real. Don't listen to him. That's woke propaganda, guys. Don't listen to that.
True.
Little nuggets of wokeness, like Paya now having
Oh.
a giant brown
Dude, I love my
boyfriend
woke
who
nuggets.
looks like a
Hold on, wait.
I love my woke
That's not
nuggets.
even her
Oh, no,
fucking
he's about to get
boyfriend.
cut.
That's like a.
Yeah, wait, guys. Shut up. Wait.
Paya now having a giant brown boyfriend who looks like a Giga Chad in comparison to Link, despite the fact she was thirsting for his dick in the last one. Not to mention the subtle.
That's not even her fucking boyfriend. She's a fucking
Huh?
research. She's like
This
a fucking
guy
scientist
literally
in this
just,
game.
like-
And that's her like fucking assistant.
This guy is like cucking. Like what?
The code. God damn, I can't. I know I'm just gonna quote Boblox or just paraphrase, just do what Boblox did, but he's literally just like, I can't believe this bitch cucked Link out of it. This black guy cucked Link out of a good thing.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
a-
good you think
what
you
a
stupid
sorry
son of a
little-
bitch.
Thirsting for his dick in the last one. Not to mention the quote-unquote subtle homosexual imagery from Breath of the Wild
Yeah, 'cause
has been
she was a
expanded even
teenager.
further in this one. And I
She's like an
already know
adult now.
people are gonna say I'm reading into it and no kid's gonna see this shit, but that's exactly how you desensitize people and how you groom them, right? You expose them to things.
God, guys, I hate child grooming. But anyway, I
Yeah,
hate child grooming.
me too.
Anyway, I'm gonna go jerk off the lolly right now. I hate child grooming.
Yeah.
The
Well,
image
yeah,
I
that
hate
you
child
just
grooming, but you know, at the same time, but you know, the same. I don't like child grooming and I don't like pedos, but also at the same time, like jerking off to lolly does not make you a pedo, you know.
It's
I mean,
just
it's just
drawings.
like they're just drawings, bro. They're just
No,
drawings,
these people
bro.
literally say these people literally are also the types of people who would say like, you know, I'm against child grooming by LGBT people. Hey, by the way, we should reduce the age of consent.
Oh my god!
Like,
when
what?
you brought up they're just drawings, bro.
Uh,
Maybe we might watch it, but he makes a response video to the people like dunking on him for this video, and in response to people calling out the fact that he's just saying pedo shit, and like that he just looks at lolicon, he says they're just drawings, literally in his response video.
new sages takes to Link looks
Yeah.
like they're
I can't believe
proposing
it's
it's
to
ironic
him.
because so
Yeah,
are
yeah,
these.
Poseidon,
Come after
the
us
giant
for this
shark
stuff.
guy, people already made a bunch of gay lewd
So much for the
images
tolerant
between him and
right.
Link when Breath of the Wild came out. Well, now him quite literally
Guys, the woke
That's
Jews are
crazy.
making everyone drag yaoi. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and synthetic man, synthetic man. I hate to break it to you, but by your own logic, this is just drawings too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
so-
just
yeah,
drawings,
God,
man.
why are you guys so
Why you
offended
gotta
by
be so
seeing gay
sensitive?
people? It's just drawings.
Yeah.
Jeez. Such
Yeah, they're just
snowflakes.
drawings, bro.
Getting offended over words as well. Such snowflakes.
finger. And man, their relationship
Yeah,
is
well,
too
what about
fucking
your
weird,
cups?
dude. I don't care that they literally
guy is
give him a
absolutely
wife in the
unhinged.
story. I'm not convinced.
And I did
Link
not
was already
realize that this guy
cross-dressed
was like
before
a
this game.
quartering accepted.
Honestly, like, I don't know who's worse between the two of them.
I don't
What
think this
can-
guy's.
Wait, he was
I don't
fine
think
with
this
Link
guy-
cross-dressing in Breath of the Wild,
I
but
don't think this guy's a grifter. I think
Yeah.
he genuinely is insane.
Yeah, no, he
yeah.
like, is actually, like, being honest. He's just that pathetic.
Yeah, he's just that fucking crazy.
Just that-
Not
Yeah,
to
I mean, you
mention,
can
an
hear it in his
actual child,
like.
a bird child, is one
Oh,
of the other.
this is the part where he straight up says pedo shit.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
this
It.
is the bit I was
Yeah.
referring to.
Not to mention, an actual child, a bird child, is one of the other sages.
Hold out your hand.
Bro, it's just a bird, dude.
Jesus, he's hand-mogged by everyone. He's hand-mogged by a child.
Tooling.
Link was destined to be a bottom.
Oh,
Side till the end.
And Riju's a Gerudo, and if you've seen any of their Rule 34, you know they're usually sporting a little something extra. Come. That's why I'm gonna...
Holy
Bruh.
shit.
It's such a Coomer.
God.
Okay, so he essentially just
He's
admitted
a
he was like,
gooner. No,
watches
he's not a
Rule
Coomer. He's a
34 all the
fucking
time.
gooner.
Yeah,
You can be
and
say
as far as I can tell, this character's meant to be underaged.
Yeah.
So he basically just admitted. Okay.
Yeah, he looks at porn of underage characters.
Yeah, dude just like self like fucking
couldn't-
reported
You couldn't
himself.
pry. You couldn't. Torture couldn't get a confession like that out of me. Eh?
Yeah,
That's
like
why I'm going doing your pussy
hell, even-
tonight, Link.
I'm
Though
getting
obviously that-
having my fucking
Oh,
search
hold
history
on.
read to me.
You
for
guys
how
want
much
to hear?
shit
You
like
want to
that.
hear him? You want to hear him be racist again? Guys, want to hear him?
I think
Oh.
I think the funniest
for
part of this
racism.
was the fact that he literally just was like this guy is cucking Link basically. Like he's like a giga chat. Like he's literally just directly projecting his insecurities.
Yeah,
And these people are supposed to be like
you think-
manly
Yeah.
men.
Do you think Synthetic Man got cucked by a black guy?
I
mean,
have
probably.
never been in a relationship to be cucked out of.
Yeah, that's literally
Well,
probably
actually,
not.
okay, let's
Yeah, he's-
let's rephrase that. Do you think he
He's
thought
never
he got
had a
cucked?
relationship, so he couldn't. So he can't get cucked because he's never been in one.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly,
let me,
I
guys.
Fantasizes about it. I honestly think he fantasizes.
Yeah, he
about
probably
it.
does. Do you think he thought he
I
got?
don't just think that. I don't just think that. I know that. But by the way he just described that,
Okay,
you know.
guys. Anyway, Anyway, want to hear him be racist again?
Oh, they're usually
Yes.
sporting a little
Yeah,
something
sure.
extra.
Oh, sure. I had too much faith in
That's-
humanity, so let's fix that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's another racist voice of his.
That's why I'm That's why I'm going doing your pussy tonight, Link. Though obviously that's not canon, but you get the point, man. Every character that vows to him might as well be male, figuratively. Now, honestly, I don't actually believe that, but it is weird
It's like
enough to be
racist
eyebrow
video game
raising.
nerd.
No,
It's
you
certainly
do
worth
believe that.
making fun of at the very least. And perhaps more importantly than this weird schizo tangent is the fact that time travel completely ruins the story of Breath of the Wild. Because if Zelda traveled back in time, however many years,
Oh my god.
she
Oh,
could've
is
just
the
told
schizo rant
Hylians
over?
never to build the divine beast
First
because
of all,
Ganon
time
would
travel
corrupt
is
them and
never gonna make sense. So you just
I
kind
mean, time travel isn't always like
Time
isn't
travel
always like
is
a
the-
shitty plot point.
So
Like,
weird to watch videos like this because it's like you're watching
But-
like
but- also,
what's
sorry.
that guy's name? It's the Scott the Waz or whatever. It's like you're watching him except like a JQer and like a racist and a pedophile.
Okay,
you
he's talking
know?
about time travel.
Yeah.
Time travel, you literally, it's fucking impossible to make sense. Just do whatever when it comes to time
Right.
travel, just ignore any rules of paradox. Just ignore it. Do whatever the fuck you want with it, really.
Yeah,
what I'm
and second of all,
saying.
Legend of Zelda is like a fantasy set series, so it's meant to be unrealistic. You fucking idiot.
Actually,
Yeah,
fun fact
Synthetic
about,
Man when reading Lord of Synthetic Man like strikes me as the kind of like dumb fuck to like read Lord of the Rings and be like, oh, why didn't Gandalf just use the eagles to fly to Mount
Yeah.
Doom? The story would have been like over instantly.
I'm gonna point this out. This
Well,
kind of reminds me of
simple, they didn't.
This is entirely unrelated. I was just saying this kind of reminds me of Mesoamerican like artwork.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah. Might be
Zelda
inspired
is
by it, actually.
supposed to be like about time travel, like
But
way.
you guys, this game is woke. You should be appreciating it.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sorry, what was I thinking? Sorry, no. This was made by woke black Jews that put Satanism in.
True. Yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, let's play our based and red-pilled Ocarina of Time. Oh, wait, they travel back in time in that game as well.
And there are black people in that one as well.
No,
The woke mob went
the
back.
West has fallen. Billions must
The
die.
woke mob made a time machine to put woke stuff in our past games.
Yeah.
and,
Hey,
and end up
Bo
killing
Blacks, not Bo Blacks, Grums be like, they went back, they built a time machine to put
Mhm.
black people in Morrowind.
everybody, and then Breath of
Yeah.
the Wild would never happen.
They built a
Again,
time
it doesn't
machine
feel
for-
like a sequel at all
to
because
make
Breath of
the
Wild
red
might
gods
as well
black.
be ignored
Because
for
they
the
were-
sake of this game's story.
Because they were
Another
originally
reason-
just white people.
But
White
then,
people
but then
with
they made them
sabers
black to
and
look like George
scimitars
Floyd.
and. Yeah, true. They hit. Because everyone
Okay, do you
knows that
think
the
that
red
this-
gods were always white.
Do you think that this
I
guy
just don't
identifies as a like
so.
self-identifies as a Nazi, or does he just not like? Is he not that self-conscious?
I don't know. I don't think I don't know.
I don't know, but I
he
wouldn't
probably
be
does.
surprised.
No,
I wouldn't be
he actually does
surprised.
because he's actually pro eugenics.
Oh,
Yeah.
you found
Oh, yeah,
evidence
so-
of that too?
Well, yeah, no, he literally he's literally talked about how he wants to be like fucked in the ass by a tall Fuda, and he wants that because he's into eugenics because that's the perfect form because it's the body of a woman but with a penis.
I forgot about that shit.
What? I don't even understand that. What?
Yeah, I don't understand either. That's his reasoning.
It's like
That's
on this guy's
weird.
reaction to seeing Bridget from Guilty Gear. Was probably thinking like, does she have a vagina or a penis down there? I can't tell.
I will say he's exactly the kind of guy to call me a slur in the streets and ask me to top him in the sheets. Unironically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's absolutely a chaser.
Yeah, he is.
The reason why this story sucks is because it has the tendency to
We need to find him a
re-explain things
grinder.
you already know or easily figured out early on. Not even counting the spoiler about Zelda, there's various plot details that are shown to you over and over again. Every time that you defeat a boss in one of the temples, you're given the same exact flashback with Ganondorf. And even the
Oh
various...
yeah, this is just plot shit. This isn't him. He's not JQing anymore.
Unrelated.
All right, let's go look at his
Yeah.
response video.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Twitter-
Oh my
Oh,
god, it's all the
yeah.
same stuff we saw! LGBT, cucking, pedos, Jews.
Guys, Twitter doesn't like my new Zelda video.
No, let me
Yeah.
let me see that.
Even he still calls it Twitter.
Oh no, that's Boblox.
Wow.
That's Boblox
LGBT.
reacting to it.
I like the thumbnail.
Yeah, this
that
was
he picked.
what- this was like before. This was like before like Elon Musk changed the name of the site.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like absolutely.
So it was still called Twitter at the time.
Oh my god! Wait,
You
wait,
know
wait,
what?
wait, wait. Vosh covered this?
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh god.
Which
Fuck, I don't
looking
even
back,
remember
that's
that.
I
fucking
told you it was a
rich.
tumor.
Anyway, Twitter doesn't like my Zelda video.
Oh no.
So,
Xandro
Twi-
covered this as
Yeah,
well.
I wonder why?
I can't believe they canceled
Oh yeah,
me
he
for
did.
this.
He reacted to
I don't remember.
Boblox's video.
This is why I actually
it
know
came
about.
out.
This is how I know about these videos because Xanderhal looked at them.
Twitter
I can't
discovered
believe
my
that they
Tears of the
canceled me for
Kingdom
literally
review,
doing
and it's safe to say they're
JQ
not
and
happy
like
about it.
basically blackface voice.
Yeah. Anyway,
Despite only gaining
Yeah, I wonder
about
why.
10
okay, you guys ready? Ready to hear his defense?
Oh no.
Yeah.
So,
Which
Twitter
part?
discovered my Tears of the Kingdom review, and it's safe to say they're not happy about it. Despite only gaining about 10,000 video views over the past couple days, I've gained
Rip.
nearly 3,000 more dislikes.
Poor
I wish
fella.
I'd taken a screenshot of what it looked like upon release, but the like-dislike ratio was something like 82 to 84%, and now it's down to 55. And you might be wondering, well, what was the thing they took such an issue with? Well, if you watched more than 20
They don't like my free speech. The woke mob wants to cancel me.
We watched it. We watched it, and it
Yeah.
was literally like as bad as it looked. What the fuck?
Yeah. Guys, it's not as bad as it looked. I only JQ'd sometimes.
minutes of the video, I think you could
Okay, no, it's gold.
Yeah.
He's gonna say he's gonna JQ, but he's gonna JQ immediately while saying he isn't.
probably guess. They didn't like my self-labeled schizo tangent. I wish it was just tendies being mad about me shitting on their new
Tenkies?
favorite.
Don't you dare fucking lump us in with fucking tankies.
No, he said tendies.
Yeah.
You know,
How
yeah.
don't you dare compare me to those fucking posers, dude.
No, it's people who clearly don't even play video games complaining about politics.
Like you.
normally I wouldn't think that this
Sir, I know for a fact I'm probably better at video games than you are.
is
Yeah,
really worthy
like,
of a response video.
I'm not even a good.
Yeah,
I'm not even like the
I
best
suck
like,
ass
gamer
at
out there,
games.
but
I
I
just
can
know
like,
I'm
play.
better.
Yeah, I can bet you. Like, I want to see if. Hey, you know what, Synthetic Man? I challenge you to a TF2 duel.
You know,
Or
you
dueling
brought up how
TF2. You better
jokingly
fucking
said how he
invite.
thinks how he would only play like Daggerfall and Arena. That implies he's smart enough to play those games.
Yeah. Like,
But
I feel
because
like
these
he'd be the kind
mentally ill
of. I can
people have
imagine
taken
like
it to the
doing
point
it
where
similar
they're
to like a Dark Side Phil style like playthrough where he's just like can't do any of like the basic shit.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't know how to move, use the keyboard to move or something.
Yeah.
And in all
Like,
in all
how do I
fairness,
open
I'm
this
like terrible
door?
at FPSs, so I'll just
You
take
know,
your.
I
I'll
bet
take.
my
You,
grandpa
I'll
who's
let you
never-
guys take this
I
one.
bet my grandpa, who's never held a controller in his life,
Oh,
could
Daggerfall's
probably do
not.
better, eh?
I think my grandpa who's
Hell-
dead could
Yeah,
do better.
hell, my dad who doesn't even play video games that much, like he plays them better than like fucking Synthetic Man
Yeah.
can. That's for sure.
Mass upvoting each other's
Like
comments.
I gave him I let him like play BioShock for the first time. He really liked it, but he sucked at it, but he at least was better than Synthetic Man.
Yeah.
I got my grandpa to play Donkey Kong.
Okay, I gotta send you
64 with
this
me
one
back in the
too.
day. He figured it out.
I gotta send you this one too. Can you take a break from the video for a second to show them these racist memes, or should you not?
I can, well, if it's just
Sure.
images, I can put them up on screen, eh?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just there's two that both of them are ridiculous, but they're both essentially the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I can just put them
Like,
all up
oh.
on, when he says the thing, the line, I'll just put them all up on screen, eh?
and
When does he
making all
say?
sorts
When
of
does he say
weird-
that?
Oh no, in the video we just watched.
Oh well, do whatever you want. But
Passive
these
aggressive
are
responses that
Thank you.
were not well thought out, to put it lightly. I thought, let's read out a few
Just
of
like your
them, and
video.
I'll just respond to them as calmly
Like
as
his
I
entire
can.
life.
It all began when I was browsing my favorite website and noticed that someone had attached a Twitter post reacting to my video thumbnail and title, I
Wait, is that
guess, and
4chan?
later someone else on Twitter
Yeah.
posted the Schizo
Would've really
Tangent
surprised me if it was.
specifically. And as you can imagine, Twitter was not happy with me pointing out that Nintendo has further diversified the Hyrule landscape. It wasn't enough to have the Gerudo, the Rito, the Gorons, the Zora, and now the Zonai. No, on top of all of that, half the Hylians is some shade of brown,
Yeah, they put
despite
fucking black
Hyrule
people
itself
in.
basically being one giant island
Yeah, I can't believe they
landscape,
put
which should
those
have people
colors
look
in our Zelda game.
That is blatantly not true. Japan
Oh.
that is blatantly not true. Islands can have
Wait, what did you
diverse
say?
skin color. He said that basically, since Hyrule is an island landscape, everyone should look relatively the same. That is fucking bullshit. Look at Japan.
That's fucking
eh?
bullshit.
Look at Japan.
Yeah,
eh?
I mean, like
Good point.
Japan has indigenous people too. They're
Yeah.
called the Ainu.
Yeah, and if you look
They
at
live in like Hokkaido, and they face a lot of prejudice.
and the
but you
Japanese,
guys,
They've been,
you guys are
facing it
wrong.
for
You guys are
centuries.
you guys are wrong because anime comes from Japan, so it's a perfect utopia.
yeah, but
Therefore,
Yeah,
no, what they
true.
don't realize is that the Japanese aren't all like pale, like they have varying skin colors.
yeah, just like in
Yes.
China or other places like that.
Or even Russia too. Like
Well, yeah,
like,
Russia
Russia's
is
a
like
big place.
because they're Siberia.
yeah, and like the far eastern side of Russia, where like people, which has like a multitude of like like Chinese immigrants and stuff.
Well, that was kind of the reason that like back in the like about 100 years ago, Russians weren't even considered white in America. So
Anyway,
Or
relatively
German.
similar to one another, especially when you have the Gerudo as specifically the brown people. It stands out that much more when Hylians are every shade of the rainbow. Twitter also didn't like me pointing out how Rauru looks vaguely similar to Baphomet, which, like I say in the original video, could very likely just be the result to Baphomet. Didn't
Right,
like
Jack.
me
he
pointing
doesn't
out.
look even vaguely similar to Baphomet.
Yeah,
his claim right here is basically, well, they took issue with the fact that I took issue with there being a lot of black people or brown skinned people in
Yeah,
the game.
Hold on, it gets
Moving
not-
on, like
that is
that's
not-
it.
That is not the most absurd claim. First of all, he doesn't even vaguely resemble Baphomet.
I think
how
you're cutting out,
Rauru
Serpent
looks
Eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
vaguely
you're
similar-
cutting out in the moment.
Oh, sorry. How am I cutting up still?
No, not
not
anymore.
right
Okay,
now.
I was gonna say he doesn't even vaguely resemble Baphomet.
But
Yeah.
but his entire claim to like his justification was, well, all I did was complain about brown people.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
all I did.
Wait, it
Like,
gets
yeah.
okay.
Where's my free speech, bruh?
Hold on. That's
That's
not
the
the most
exact point.
absurd defense. It gets way dumber.
similar to Baphomet, which, like I say in the original video, could very likely just be the result of Japan inserting subtle Christian symbolism into their games, which they used to do a lot. Xenogears
That
is one
wasn't
of my
what you
favorite
said.
RPGs, and
No,
it-
that is plainly not what you said. Hold on, wait. He goes to acknowledge the
is
JQing.
obviously heavily influenced by Christianity. But of course, I also offer an alternative possibility. Or again, if you want to take the schizo angle, this is a result of a certain cult organization full of
God, you literally
quote-unquote
just outs
elites
himself.
He's J.
Hey, I'll be right.
that are subtly inserting their propaganda into video games. No, I wasn't being sarcastic. There's a reason I labeled it a schizo tangent. I realize how out there some of the views I shared there were, but I was throwing that little nugget in there for the stream audience. We like to get pretty schizo in there. The chat loves that shit. But
I wonder
He
why.
wonder why.
He
It's
literally
schizo
just
the new word
said,
for racist.
as his defense, well, you know, I JQ'd, but like I meant it though. You know?
Yeah, I meant it. I actually think Jews are ruling the world. Guys, you don't get it. I'm actually racist. I'm not joking. I really fucking hate black people.
Yeah, same. I can't stand those peoples.
That's what he did.
He literally,
Too, with
he
the
literally
gay
was.
marriage.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh no. Go ahead. Go back a little. I want to hear
Your
what
chat
he's
loves
saying.
that shit. But like I alluded to with the gay marriage allegory, I don't actually
Gay
believe
marriage?
that Rauru is supposed to be symbolic of Baphomet. But considering we live in Clown World, I'm not going to completely rule out the possibility
is.
we live in
Clown
a time
World.
where there are unironic Satanists. Not to mention, have you actually looked at a pride parade anytime in the last few years?
Oh,
or one of these
Pride
drag queen
Parade.
story hours?
Guys,
Oh,
this is
no,
the peak.
pick it
This-
right.
this is-
Oh, well.
AKA, you're cherry picking this shit because you hate like
Okay.
trans people. and
Okay, he's cherry
you-
picking. Could he find a better example that? Could he find a better example to cherry pick from? Because I wanted to genuinely point out what's wrong with this.
That's just base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Image right
I mean,
here.
he could have
this-
literally, he
like,
probably
all I
could have
see-
found
all-
somebody
all
in
of
like
this- all of
spooky
this, like,
clothing. You know
all
what I
of-
mean?
I don't.
They're not
I mean,
even
all that they're
revealing
doing is
clothing,
just
it's a
like
full
reading
dress.
a storybook to the kids,
Yeah, in a dress. Just
and she's fully clothed as well.
Yeah.
Like, all that she has is just like this weird, is like this. I don't know, like pretty cool crown.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh
So,
my
so
God.
let me let's summarize so far. So basically, it's like, well, all I did was criticize the game for having brown people. Also, when I said JQ, I meant it. So
yeah,
moving on.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I think gay people are Satanists.
Oh man, how did he know? How did he figure us out?
Yeah, fuck. He figured out all us leftists are Jewish Satanists. Fuck.
I see when I told you before that he was doing the Satanic Panic, I meant it, and I was right. What the fuck?
Oh my God! Yeah, welcome back, Jack Thompson. We missed you.
Oh, we missed you so much.
They're
Oh my
pretty
God.
fucking satanic, let's be honest. So knowing that BlackRock and ESG
Yeah,
exist
those
for a
blue
fact,
people
yet
in
no doubt
Oh, he's going about BlackRock and ESG now.
some Twitter idiots would
Oh my
say
God,
it's
he's doing the
conspiracy
thing.
theory. It certainly is not too outlandish to say
It's
that
not
a
a
company
conspiracy,
should
dog,
receive
it's-
compensation.
It's just that companies want money, and they're gonna do anything to get it.
Guys,
And that
I like
and
I
one of
said,
those things will just be to appeal to as much like people as possible, and that does include like minority groups.
I wish,
It's called capitalism, buddy.
I wish there was a woke
The
Jewish
market
cabal.
just refers to.
I really
Yeah,
do.
me too.
I would love.
Yeah, it's just
I wish there was a woke Jewish cabal because then I could get paid to make all my ideas.
for
Hell yeah.
promoting certain
I'm
things
still waiting on
that
my
those people
check
want
from George
promoted.
Soros.
I'm still waiting on my response. I did sacrifice a newborn baby outside of Planned Parenthood, so I'm still waiting on my my response from the Jewish cabal.
Don't worry, I'll bring it up at the next meeting of all
Man,
the trans
dude,
people
I
that
would
we
be-
have.
We would all be so fucking
Yeah, I'm
rich
still
if
waiting
that was
for
the
my.
case.
I'm
Can you
still waiting for my
imagine?
payment check from Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Could you imagine how rich we would all be if
I'm hoping
like,
to get
as
a,
leftists-
Okay, you guys are talking
To
over
get
each other.
a ticket to Disney. Sorry.
And now no
Sorry,
one's talking.
continue.
You can continue, Disco.
I was just saying that we would all be so rich if we, as leftists, if we really had a Jewish cabal.
Yeah, I want a Jewish cabal because I want to actually get
Oh,
paid
yeah.
to make I want to get paid billions of dollars to make fighters. That would be so fucking cool. Instead of having to get a drawing tablet and like be like one man in my fucking bedroom making a shitty webcomic.
I know it's such a smart way to earn capital by shitting on capital and the people who have it. Like that is such a smart way to secretly amass capital, right, guys?
Yeah. By the
True.
way, no, I don't think the quarter of these people are grifters because if they were grifters, where aren't they working for the woke Jewish cabal? Clearly, there's more money in that.
Yeah, I mean, like if you were spreading like
Well, have you heard they
progressive
run Hollywood?
propaganda, we'd be richer than Elon Musk by now.
Yeah. I mean, as a
Yeah,
leftist,
I mean-
I am currently living in my space mansion.
Yep.
See, yeah, I'm currently in
Now,
my
obviously, I-
Down by the river.
currently in my gothic woke castle.
All right, we ready?
I have no proof.
Yeah,
that
I'm just chilling with Naga the Serpent and Caius
Oh my god, I think it's
Casadas.
JQing again.
Oh, let me see it. Let me see
I
it.
heard Zion.
that those people want promoted. Now, obviously, I have no proof that free or any other groups I probably am not even allowed to say on YouTube.
I think he
Oh,
said
he said
Zionist.
it.
I think he was full on
Oh,
JQing.
totally.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
you can hear like a Z
Yeah, he was.
in there.
I can't. Oh my god.
Except that most Zionists in America are evangelical conservatives. Oops.
For real.
Are part of BlackRock. I can't prove
That's how
that
you know
to
this movie was. That's how you know this video
I know
was
more
made
pro
before October
Christians than
7th.
Israel Jews.
God, I can't believe he. It's so fucking funny. In his response video, he fucking JQs again.
anyway, but I
Yeah.
really don't see any harm in pointing
Such
it
an
out.
idiot.
And really, that's why I don't feel bad about saying any outlandish things, because just the fact that I'm being attacked for noticing things.
I'm just noticing things, man. Like the fact that the fact that the
Yeah.
Jews.
Here,
I'm
guys.
just noticing
I'm
things like the fact that the Jews cuck me with black people. Fucking Tyrone is
Hell yeah.
cucking
I'm
me
just a
again.
noticer, guys. I'm just
Yeah, I can't believe I can't believe Tyrone stole my Naga. Naga the Serpent won't hang out with me because she's too busy hanging out with Tyrone.
I really
The wokeness is
that
just-
the right would like Slayers because Naga's first of all Naga is hot. Second of all, her name sounds vaguely like the N word,
Yeah,
Where?
like
What-
the soft A N word.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured that.
Not even suggesting any actions. At no point did I advocate for censorship of a Nintendo game. That really justifies my beliefs. And the funny thing is, I'm not even religious. I've said this a few times already. I'm
Are you sure
agnostic.
about that?
I have been
He's
since
a
I was like
godless
12.
heathen?
Oh my god,
Like-
you're fucking agnostic, the centrist of fucking religion. Pick a religion or don't.
True.
No, but
Yeah,
he literally
fucking centrist.
doesn't seem to. He's using this as a defense, but like
Yeah,
a lot
he's
of the
agnostic.
Nazis were secular, you know.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I don't get agnostics. Either be
Mhm.
religious or don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
know,
you're the
I'm
one
going-
camp or the other. like,
I'm not an agnostic. I'm a full-on anti-theist, not an atheist. Anti-theist.
based.
I believe that, like, just
Faith.
religion in general should just not exist in our
Yeah,
current
honestly.
world.
I mean, personally, I'm not really.
I mean, I like
I'm
the
not really
stories and
shocked.
everything,
Okay.
but they're like,
I'm not. When I say
not-
I don't like religion, I don't mean persecuting people who are religious if they're genuinely good people. I just think we
I
should
mean- I mean,
slowly
I'm
shift away
just-
from religion.
I'm just not really.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
exactly.
way that-
you can still keep all the cool
That's
stories
like
and shit.
to make
Like,
personality.
like the Bible and the Bhagavad Gita have some like nice stories that I used to like read, but like believing them,
Yeah,
believing like they genuinely happened, that's fucking crazy.
yeah.
I mean,
Using them.
I love the Elder Scrolls, but but I'm not gonna start believing that like the Dragonborn's gonna come and like save us or
wish.
anything like
I
that.
wish the Dragonborn would come
Yeah,
and save
that
us,
would be
please.
cool.
You'll never get Sovngarde thinking like that, brother.
Please,
I pray that the
Lord
Nerevarine will come.
Dragonborn.
Like I said, we need to find some random kid in Mexico, orphan him, so that he becomes the Nerevarine and comes and takes on Trump.
No, but
Yes.
I can't believe that this guy uses like being secular as an excuse for all the racism and shit because like it's it's pretty common
That's
for
just like
people
an
on the
insult
far
to,
right
like-
to not be religious at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, Hitler literally hated religion.
Yeah, like he hated the Catholic Church in particular.
Yeah, he hated religion
Which, I
because it
mean-
took focus away from the state.
He hated
Which, I'll
religion
admit,
that he
that's one of
wasn't
the-
directly in control of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Technically, which would include the Catholic
I mean, he-
most religions that exist. He's not directly in control.
Yeah,
of
I mean
those.
he hated the.
Although the
I mean,
Catholic
he
Church
hated
really
like the
seemed to
Catholic
like
Church, but he did like try to appeal to, like Christians.
I
Somewhat.
will say though,
I kind of find
he may
that
have hated
I
the
kind of
Catholic
find that
Church, but
ironic,
They really,
especially like
him.
in Wolfenstein. BJ's dad is like some super like old school white nationalist Christian fanatic, and he's like living comfortably under the Nazis. But little does he know that like that Hitler himself was like a big hater of Christianity, so he too would have been like next for the chopping block.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Assuming that if
Yeah,
BJ
so-
spoiler alert for the game, assuming that BJ doesn't come and like murder him.
I don't know where we're trying to argue logic for Synthetic Man. This man isn't logical.
Nah.
He
Yeah.
just, this
Yeah,
is the
he's
man
a-
who-
he's
this
not
is the
real.
man who
He's a
just here's
synthetic man.
review video of fucking JQ, and then admitted on screen that he's a pedophile.
12 years old.
No, but like
But
I
gotta
mean,
say,
this guy
these
seems like this guy seems genuinely like insane. Like he's
Yeah.
not even trying. He's not even really trying to rationalize anything he's saying. He's just saying like,
That's why he's not
"Yep,
a
this is
grifter.
what I believe. That's it." You know.
That's why I don't think he's a grifter. I
Yeah.
think he actually thinks all the shit that's coming out of his mouth.
I mean, I think part of it is I think it's partially a grift, and I think it's also partially that he's insane.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like
last few
with the
years, seeing
bordering.
the world fall apart in real time and seeing how dumb people were with the reaction to COVID, I certainly have been swayed a certain direction. I
the
won't say
rea-
I follow
I
any
wonder what he
book,
thinks about
any
COVID
creed,
vaccine.
but it looks like Christians are being proven right with each passing day. And finally,
So you're not agnostic.
Yeah.
Twitter
That doesn't
You're
sound
not
very
an
agnostic to me.
You're just a fucking.
Well, he's essentially saying the same thing that Sargon of Akkad
Computer
says. Well, I'm not a Christian, but you know their values, you know that sort
was
of
also
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what values? What
I'm a
values does he
cultural
want?
Christian.
I sure as hell hope it's being like kind to your community and helping others in need.
Nope.
Yeah.
agree that I made a "We was kings"
It's like
joke.
fucking. It's like
about
motherfuckers
Queen-
who like try and defend the Confederacy
Oh.
by saying, "Oh, they were fighting for
Wait,
states'
wait.
rights."
Let me see.
Yeah,
This might be
states'
the
rights to
closest
do
to a
what?
defense that he gives.
He defends his racist joke.
Finally, Twitter
let's
was
see it.
also angry that I made a "We was kings" joke about the Queen of Hyrule because it's an easy joke and it's funny. I don't really need
It's really fucking racist.
to justify it in any
Yeah,
way.
I mean,
It's an easy
it
joke.
can be
That's
funny if
not
you're
that funny.
actually good at comedy, but he clearly isn't.
That's the kind of person who doesn't understand that when South Park makes edgy jokes, generally they're making fun of the people who say the kind
Yeah.
of shit. Generally, they're making fun of right wingers.
That's it. That's all the controversy is over.
Yeah.
Apparently, that makes
so-
me a
and, like-
racist.
And like crazy like lefties.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't forget. Yeah, they're
I
plenty
mean,
of
South
fucking
Park doesn't
crazy-
always. South Park doesn't always hit the nail on the head, but when it does, it is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy clearly, like, I mean, I could tell he's not just making jokes. Like, this guy genuinely is racist. Like,
Yeah.
clearly, very clearly.
Yeah, he's very
know.
anti-Semitic.
Oh yeah, totally. Have you guys seen
He
the
clearly
Dead Domain
believes
video?
in this. He clearly believes that black guys are cucking whatever.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, dude, like if you can't, I mean, if the
What
it's a
time is
black
it for me?
guys are like have all the riz, then just go join them.
Yeah, just do blackface, you fucking coward.
It also makes me anti-Semitic.
Yeah, just
Figure
jo-
that one out.
Oh,
Join
hold
in.
on. Hold on.
Get your own black boyfriend today.
Hold on.
Figure
He said,
that one out?
he said something
Oh, we
apparently
did.
anti-Semitic. Hold on, we need to hear this.
That makes me a racist.
Oh, what is it?
It also makes me anti-Semitic. Figure that one out. I never mentioned Jewish people one time. So that was a pretty long intro to just explain the drama. Let's
I can
now
hear
read
him
some of the
smiling.
comments.
You literally,
I could
what do
hear
you mean
him
you never
smiling
mentioned
at
Jewish people? You
that.
literally fucking JQ'd by saying there's a certain shadowy organization.
He
He's
bait and switched.
clever.
He literally made the. He literally said, "Well, the Kangs joke is the reason that people are saying I was anti-Semitic." No, you were anti-Semitic in this video.
You
Just a
literally-
minute ago.
you literally-
He literally just says like, that like the fucking quote unquote elites are.
Doesn't he literally say that he
Indoctrinating people.
Didn't he
Yeah.
literally say he JQ'd?
Yeah, he did.
Like explicitly use those words.
I don't think he said JQ,
But he alluded to it.
he pretty much about the closest thing to it.
So
Yeah.
after I'd found out about the controversy, of course, I clicked on my own video to just see if these people started making suspicious comments. And what do I find right at the top? In just a couple hours, it had 150 likes, despite the video gaining no noticeable boost in views that it would from the algorithm. And look, I know some of you people are going to say this in itself is schizo shit, but when you've been making videos for 3 years, you tend to notice trends. And my videos usually don't get a whole lot of hate until they get into the YouTube algorithm. And like I told you at the end of the last video, I've been shadow banned for a while.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they don't get. Yeah, they get.
Yeah, I
hate
wonder
'cause-
why.
Yeah, I wonder why they get hit when they get to the algorithm. It's almost like more people fucking see how fucking stupid you are.
forgive
Yeah.
me
Also,
if I don't
imagine being so much of a pathetic right winger that you get shadow banned on Twitter post Elon Musk.
believe this is organic. This had me laughing so hard, borrowing DNA from the Highlands. I legitimately don't understand what you're saying. Is you're implying that there's a reverse Jakob that invented the Gerudo people? And like the fact about this game being satanic / grooming kids. God, you guys remind me of my grandparents who called Pokemon and Harry
Literally,
Potter tools of the
He's
It's literally what I said earlier. True.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair,
literally him.
Harry Potter is a tool of the devil, just not the
Yeah,
devil you're thinking.
Yeah, it's a tool of
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling, aka the Bug Lady.
Yeah, and J.K. Rowling also became a right winger anyway, so
Yeah.
I guess those
Keep up the
grandparents
great
are going to
work,
be happy now.
genuinely entertaining schizo posts.
Yeah,
Now, if you're dumb or only read the first
locusts for
half,
trans rights.
you might think this is genuinely someone entertained by my video. Because someone honestly tried to tell me that this comment was a compliment. Well, just taking one look at the replies will tell you that's obviously not the case, but do you really not think this is subtly passive-aggressive?
Why do I picture like some people like, no man, it was definitely a compliment, like just being like super sarcastic about it.
Mocking me about the you
Yeah.
remind me of my grandparents who called Pokemon and Harry Potter tools of the devil. He's alluding to the satanic panic, as I said in my response.
You literally did the satanic panic earlier in the video.
Satanic panic thing. Like you're literally doing what like the fucking like those fucking like boomer conservatives like did on like Fox News back in like the 90s and 2000s
Ow.
when like warning parents of violent video games causing school shootings
I'll be right back.
and
You guys
being
talk about
satanic
yourself. I'm gonna
imagery.
go use the
Alright. And this synthetic, like I could bet you if Synthetic Man was around during like the 90s, and he'd be like joining,
He
he'd be like
was?
on Fox News.
He'd be getting
I mean-
swirlies. No, he'd be getting swirlies in like the fucking public school toilets.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. This guy is straight up like insane. At first, like when I first started listening to him, he sounded just like a regular like quartering style grifter, but then oh my god.
Yeah.
This guy is literally just
So,
going on just deranged. Like you can tell because like when people like have this sort of mental instability paired with right-wing beliefs, you can tell when they're just trying to be edgy and when they're genuinely like spewing out their internal feelings. Like it just was so telling when he said the thing about this Giga Chad Tyrone cucking Link. Like that was just like, yeah, this guy's got problems, you know.
Yeah.
I
I'm back.
could
Yeah, second of all,
practically
like, the
hear him
the freaking like quote unquote Giga Chad guy that he was talking about was literally just like a random like researcher. Like pretty sure he was like Kaya's assistant.
I don't know. I mean,
Because, like,
research is pretty Chad. You know, like researching is a Chad trait.
What if researching is code
True.
word for her taking his big black cock?
Yes. Also, besides, like in Breath of the Wild, Paya was like a teenage girl who was like infatuated with Link, and in Tears of the Kingdom, she's like an adult, so she can like make her own fucking choices.
Yeah, okay. If she was
Well,
infatuated, yeah, maybe it's a
accepting
good thing.
conservative
Well, maybe it's a.
society.
I realize that also kind of subtly implies he's pro grooming.
And then it
Yes.
also breaks it because this guy would also probably complain about like if there was a like that whole thing with like the what was it, the fat tour or something, he would probably complain about that too. But wait a minute, I thought you were against Giga Chads and me. Oh, only if they're black. I guess that's the problem.
Yeah. Anyway, you
Yeah.
ready?
They don't hate the Giga Chad. They want to be the
Yeah.
Giga Chad. They're mad that they aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll read here.
yeah,
They're
they want to
organic.
be. They want to be Chad. They're all incels.
They want to be
Comment.
Chad.
150 likes in a few hours
like-
on a video that didn't spike in
They're
views.
just seething in the shower, thinking of all the ways they could like win over Stacy if only that dumbass Chad didn't intervene.
You know, they think about Chad a lot. I think they might want to have sex with Chad.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And maybe they think, well, if I JQ enough times, maybe I'll get her.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think they want Stacy. Like I said, they seem to focus more on a lot on Chad.
This is the pinnacle of like male sexual insecurity.
Yeah.
Come from Twitter or Discord, lol. No, I was implying that Gerudo aren't Hylian/humans, seeing as they only produce Gerudo when they mate with Hylians, which you would know if you actually played the games. As for your other points, you probably support
have.
leftist censorship, so your satanic panic illusion falls on deaf ears.
Leftist censorship.
Support censorship.
What
I mean,
yeah, I
left-wing
do-
censorship?
I do support leftist censorship. I support idiots like Synthetic Man never having a voice again.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy literally bleeped out the word Zionist earlier, and he's gonna complain about leftist censorship.
Yeah.
No, but like he can't even give an example of leftist censorship. He'd probably just say like the fact that this video game had diversity in it was censorship because maybe
No,
somebody
no,
was
he
like,
means like I said, he just means you can't say racist things anymore.
But won't someone
Yeah,
think
you
of the
can't go
When they-
on
when they say-
Call of
when they s-
Duty
when
and
they
say call people the N word.
When these people kind
Anymore.
of people talk about censorship, what they mean is that you can't be racist or like openly a Nazi.
well, let's see. I don't support censorship on any level from either side. Oh, I'm sure, but I will call out things I quote unquote notice.
Yeah,
I don't
right, like the
support censorship,
Jews.
But also, we can't put gay people in there. That would be grooming,
I
you know?
like how he's continuing to JQ through this whole video.
No, but like I'm a both sides type of person. By the way, I think Jews run
So
society.
Guys,
he goes both ways. Is he saying he goes both ways?
Holy shit, he is bi confirmed.
Yeah. He's like me. I guess that's one thing me and Synthetic Man have in common. We
Anyway,
both go both ways.
I like how
Hey,
he keeps
me too.
JQ. I like
I
how
don't support censorship, whether it's missionary censorship or doggy style censorship.
guys, listen, I'm an enlightened centrist. I think Jews rule the world and mean to kill everyone who's in white, but I also think we should have better workers' rights.
I mean, that is what some Nazis will literally say. So
I'm a centrist.
Need some of that reverse cowgirl censorship in here.
Holy shit.
level from either side, but I will call out things I notice. And you can see what I mean by this comment when I said these people don't even play video games. I think pretty much everyone knows that the Gerudo produce more Gerudo when they mate, and they're all female.
I don't. You do know not everyone who plays video games plays the same games as you.
Yeah.
Like, I
Wait, you did
As somebody who has played like the Zelda games, he's just fucking wrong.
yeah, I don't
Like,
think. Yeah, good point.
like, yeah, like there are like Gerudo do produce like the same way like humans do. It's just that like men are rare.
Don't
It's
show
just
me.
that, like,
Don't
Gerudo
show me
men are
Elder
more
Scrolls.
rare.
He's gonna fucking lose his mind when he realizes there are multiple characters who switch genders, like Vivek, Boethia, and Boethia.
Yeah. Or when he finds out that the Daedric Prince are gender neutral.
Oh, the Daedric princes have no gender, so they just present at whatever form they feel like, and sometimes they switch.
Yeah. He's like,
Boethia has been
why are they
depicted
called
as
the
male-
Daedric Prince when they don't have genders?
Why don't they have genders? Are they trying to sneak non-binary characters into my woke media? Into my media?
Fucking pronouns. Fucking gender ambiguity.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Fucking current day California
The
shit.
Vivek in the Elder Scrolls literally can. I'm pretty sure literally can switch genders.
It's like well, I'm not really saying anything far right. I'm just saying that I noticed that Jews seem to run the media, you know?
Yeah.
I just can't help but notice how many of the noticers tend to just be Nazis.
Yeah. I love how
Yeah.
much JQs.
Female, except once in 100 years they produce one male for the species. So they have to go out into the world and find Hylians and mate with them. They literally tell you this in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom if you just talk to any of the
Yeah, so why are you
Gerudo
complaining?
NPCs. And like I said, I legitimately
I
don't
just mad
support
can't get with them.
censorship. I am not the Zoomer version of Jack Thompson who
Yes,
wants
you
to...
fucking are.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Exactly.
you are. You are the Zoomer version of Jack Thompson. Just own up to it, bro.
Yeah, you're in favor of censorship. If you weren't, you wouldn't be bitching so much about seeing gay people in your media.
Yeah. I mean, this. You know how the ironic thing is though. These like right wingers who like to cry about like quote unquote censorship. These are the same people who like voted for Trump.
You know, I wish. You know, okay. You know, I wish I had infinite money, because then I would go into like, I don't know, one of those free speech like social media alternatives. What it would do is then start espousing leftist values, and of course I'll obviously get banned and then sue them for false advertisement. Like, hey, this is a free speech,
Thank
I-
God
Oh
we
my
have
god,
the-
that's brilliant.
I express
And then the
support for
Supreme
trans
Court
people.
strikes it down.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course, they would strike it down. Well, no, like I said,
that's
infinite
the
money so
problem.
that I could just bribe it. Like I said, this isn't something I would do if I somehow had infinite money,
Yeah.
Because that's what they
make
care more
leftist
about.
propaganda illegal or something.
Yeah,
no,
you
I
do,
want
eh?
it to die out naturally by nobody buying the products. The problem is, certain shadowy groups
Good
of
luck
people
with
have
that.
amassed so much money
Sir,
that they
he's JQing again.
Oh my god, he's an idiot.
I'm not saying that I want. No, he's literally saying, I'm not saying that I want to censor leftist people. What I am saying is that the Jews have amassed so much power that you just can't help it.
It's like an instant.
Yeah.
He's like Gollum, but instead of saying his name, he says Jews. 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 Like fucking Gollum.
Yeah, I feel like Elon.
Yeah.
fund games
Alright, I wanna
that
hear the
sell
rest.
0 copies. Things like the Epic Game Store, paying developers millions of dollars to have exclusivity, and then the game
Oh, yeah, the
bombs on the
developers,
storefront because nobody
force.
likes it. And of course,
The
I
most
have to
paid
mention it
people in
again,
all of gaming.
BlackRock and ESG. Companies literally have a
Oh,
social credit score that if they insert propaganda into their products, they get money. This is a fact.
That is blatantly
people.
not
Yeah,
what
it's called
DEI
capitalism,
is.
buddy.
That's blatantly not what DEI is. It is literally just a score for investors to make sure that you're not going to be a major issue. You having a high like DEI score just means that, hey, listen, there's not going to be any issues. They're probably not going to like make a fucking Holocauster tycoon too.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to make a sequel to Ethnic Cleansing. Yeah, we'll invest in this company.
Yeah, they're not gonna make like fucking. They're not gonna make fucking Zog's Nightmare Part 3.
Yeah.
Even though I
is
feel
not
like that would be the kind of game that like Synthetic Man would absolutely love.
Yeah, they're not gonna make They're not gonna make Doom, but it's like the Moon. But it's like Moonman.wad, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Something
Moon
I
Man
made
Doom.
up.
That's,
There's a
that's what I
reason
call
so
it.
many channels have talked about it now. It's basically common knowledge for anybody who's not living with their head buried in the sand. But these are Twitter degenerates we're talking about.
Maybe the
here.
sand's
And
worth.
so what
having
was
my head
reply
be
to
He
buried.
that?
literally
Where
said
we
Twitter
measure-
degenerates.
He said Twitter degenerates.
That. Yeah, he's one of
I
them.
mean, I would pass that as a joke if it was somebody else, but like I feel like it wasn't meant as a joke from him.
Yeah.
response, at
He's
least for
like,
me
"Does he not-
anyway.
Does he not know who owns Twitter now?
Yeah. Musk owned Twitter by this point, right?
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah. Elon Musk.
What was Twitter at this point? Like a conservative hellscape yet? Because I don't think it was.
Well, Twitter's always been a toxic cesspool, which tends to mean it leans towards being conservative. Yeah.
Well, I don't think the.
Yeah, it's just that.
I don't think that was the narrative. I think this was still at the point where the narrative that Twitter was just a leftist hellscape. The idea where anyone would get canceled for making jokes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean this was like this video came out around like June 2023, so this was like before Elon Musk changed the name of the site.
Yeah, and it feels like it just went down. It became horrible, atrocious.
Yeah, it became even worse than it already was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Calm down,
I'm of the opinion.
Calm down, you unwhipped cream. That goes so hard.
That's such a good friggin' line, I have to admit.
You unwhipped
You
cream.
unwhipped-
Okay. With 426 likes at the time of me recording this.
You
Now I
fucking
realize
Bro
there
had
aren't
no
any
respect.
fans, any
Shut up, you fucking vanilla gorilla.
real insults
Yeah,
at this
shut up, you
point. So this is
fucking-
why
you
modern
fucking mayor
discourse on the
monkey.
internet has gotten so pathetic and kind of boring in general because you're not allowed to actually
Yeah, we
insult
got
people
idiots
anymore.
like you drifting
I
money off
actually
of
wrote a response to a
fucks.
few of these comments that was actually too spicy even for me posting on my own channel apparently because YouTube
What did
deleted
you do? Did you just call him a slur or something?
Yeah, what did you call him?
it. And no, I'm
Did
not
you
going
just
to tell you
tell
what
him
it
to
is
kill
because it
themselves?
clearly violates YouTube's terms of service.
Yeah, did you
but
tell him to
I
like
was
I don't
pretty
know,
annoyed, I'm not going to lie.
suck N-word
And
dick
what's
or
the
something?
next one? Man, go back to 2016. The amount of times I've
Yeah.
heard a variation of this comment over the last
Please go
few
back to
years.
2016.
Do leftists think right-wing people just disappeared after the 2020 election or something?
I wish.
This has never made any sense
Yeah,
to me.
me too.
This is what happens when you spend all day in an echo chamber. You seem to think that your delusional, extremist, communist Discord
He's talking about
server is a
himself.
reflection of real life. These people are the perfect cattle because they believe everything that government and corporations tell them.
Holy
They're probably
shit.
vaxxed and triple boosted and wearing masks in their car.
Yeah, guys, did you? Guys, I got a question. Guys, I got a question. Did you guys get the vaccine and get your brain updated to Windows 11?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, we're on Windows
I bet
11.
he also believes the lies that you shouldn't lick
Wrong.
the toilets, right?
Yeah, I'm on Windows 13.
I bet this guy is really happy right now, and he's gonna be real upset in about 2 months.
Yeah,
I think, if you ask me, I
Tuesday.
think Synthetic Man should just not get vaccinated and then go and lick some toilet seats.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
But-
In Minecraft, of course.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
for
in-
one of the
in
few
TF2.
that's actually wisened up, they're not going to admit that they were doing something stupid before because that would mean they were wrong, and as we know, they're never wrong. So seriously, I actually want an answer from these people to this question in case any of you are still so ass blasted by my opinions that you decide to brigade this video as well. Why do you think right-wing people just left the planet? Do you
We don't. We just think you belong back in fucking 2016, eh?
Yeah.
More like a
You
billion.
should have
BC.
stayed in 2016, buddy.
really think that all normies are now
I mean, heck,
radical
at least back
socialists or
then-
some shit?
At least back then,
Wouldn't there be
right
I
wingers
wish
were pretending
normies.
to be progressive.
I wish normies were radical socialists. Maybe
Same.
we wouldn't have a fucked up economy, eh?
rioting every day in the streets in
Yeah.
every city at every moment. Buildings would be burning as they're trying to take down the corporations, except Disney, except Nintendo, except any corporation that agrees with my politics, which just means they put an LGBT flag on their Twitter. So
Are you fucking idiot? Most leftists are critical of rainbow capitalism, eh?
Yeah, like we are. Like,
We generally don't express it
I'm-
because you right wingers have fucking ruined it criticizing rainbow capitalism, eh?
Critical of capitalism, period. But you know.
Yeah, but when I mean rainbow capitalism,
I mean, like rainbow
obviously-
capitalism is.
I
still
know what you
capitalism.
mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like the only reason why I don't ever really talk about rainbow capitalism is because fucking right wingers have ruined it using an excuse to like be homophobic.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's literally like rainbow cap. Like the people who actually want rainbow capitalism are like, you know, we really care about like diversity and equity and all this. And also, let's send soldiers straight to Israel. You know, like
yeah, absolutely. Brandon
Yeah, or like
capitalism
those,
does suck. I
or
wish
like
they would
those
actually
president-
care.
like those like I don't know old BuzzFeed videos that are like we need more women CEOs, but we should not change anything about the economic workforce that's keeping people in
You know,
poverty.
women should be allowed to be. Women
just need
should
more
be allowed to
women
be
working in
absolutely
oppressive
narcissistic
and
pigs
oppressive-
too. You know.
Yeah, we need more bourgeoisie women.
Yeah, but you can't really complain about. I don't feel comfortable complaining about it because fucking crazy ass people like this have ruined it.
Yeah,
In reality, nothing would be burning because these people have no fucking principles. They don't even believe in an ideology.
Yeah, we
There's
do.
a reason
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
fucking do.
I
why
mean, we
We
can
believe
argue
you're
you
absolute
don't believe in an
dumbass.
ideology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you guys believed in ideology, then why? Well, there actually is infighting. Well, yeah, no, you don't believe in ideology because you can't even fucking make up your mind what the fuck the white race means.
yeah.
You can't even figure out what the
Well,
white
I mean,
race
the
even means.
ideology is just the ideology is basically just fear and hate. It's just that they disagree on the specific like people and divisions
Yeah,
and stuff like that. They
that's-
want to sector out.
Yeah, that's why they ultimately proved race is a social construct because they can't even fucking decide what the hell a white race is, what the white race even constitutes.
Well, because they want to if they have some irregularity there, then they want to be able to fit in. Like, oh well, Nick Fuentes, who has Spanish last name. Well, he wouldn't have been even considered white 100 years ago, and a lot of Nazis also don't consider him white. So
Yeah.
Like the term white race is so fucking stupid because it's so broad. It includes a lot of groups.
Yeah.
White
Oh,
supremacists
like
hate it.
Vin-
White race would include Arabs. If we're just going off of people with white
Yeah.
skin,
yeah, because
hell, the
literally,
white
I
race-
mean,
hell, you can even go as far as saying
Aryan,
the
by
white
the
race
way,
would also include Jews as well. In
Yeah.
fact,
Aryan, by the
before-
way.
in fact, Jews used to be accepted in America before like anti-Semitism like really kicked off.
Aryans,
like,
by
prior
the
to,
way,
like,
would,
the
would
20
include Aryans would include all of Europe, all of the Middle East, and all of the Near East, and all of India, and all of the Indian subcontinent.
So yeah, the white race
Pretty much.
isn't
Yeah.
real, because the white race isn't real.
Hell, we could also
Racist
use that
is-
logic and say that like the black race isn't real either, because like
Oh,
that
because,
would
like-
also include like
sorry,
people living in like
None of
North
these
Af-
races,
like
they're all made up words.
Back during the times of Nazi Germany, there was a professor, and I can't remember his name, but he basically was saying like he was a professor of like Indo-European studies or whatever, and basically what he was saying was, well, the Nazis are wrong about Aryans because when you look at like the origins of Indo-European people, modern at the time Indian people were closer to their Aryan origins than white people were.
yeah, and like just another part of why race is a social construct. A white guy can
Yeah.
literally be more related to a black guy than another white guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
or like they could just get a tan and
Yeah, like I said, if you're the the term white race is could be so fucking broad.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
but
the-
that's also the
the whole idea of
justification.
race is
Like,
kind of
how
like
there are like a lot of like racist people in the Middle East and India as well. They often refer to the specific thing I just said, that like we all came from the same migration wave, and so a lot of people who are in the Middle East or India who are like Nazi adjacent or whatever, they will use this argument I just made that a lot of people in the West don't even know about the fact that we came from the same migration wave. They in India will use that to justify their racism against other groups.
Absolutely.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, like
Oh, yeah.
race is a social construct. It's all made up in our heads, just based on characteristics we
Absolutely.
work together.
Because if race was a real thing, then why the fuck can't we divide it infinitely in either direction?
I mean,
if race
basically
was a
what
real
happened.
thing, then how come I can have half Filipino cousins? How does that make sense?
Yeah,
If,
okay.
if they're a different race, like it's a stupid
If
it's a
race,
stupid way to frame.
if race is real, then why can I make it so broad that it incorporates everyone with the same skin color, or so specific that it's just each family is its own race?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be
Yeah.
like really, if you want to have a better definition of race, I feel like it would be this. You would
And
have
then the Nazis are like 404 error.
well, like if you want to have like a better definition of race, I feel like it would be this, because like the way that we've been like because you know how like many different societies became societies completely independently from one another, and that's because like 10,000 years ago or more, these different migration waves went to different parts of the world and independently developed their own societies much later than that. And so you had the people who started having like a societal construct in what was initially India itself, and then those people ended up moving or expanding across through the Middle East and into what we now know as Europe. And so the Europeans are like, and like if from that definition, you would have to consider Indian people and European people the same race.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I said, race, like if like I said, yeah. Sorry, what the fuck happened to my speech? Like I said,
Whereas like the Chinese would be a separate race, and the Japanese would be a separate race from the Chinese.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, and same with the
And the
Koreans.
Koreans.
But then it breaks it too, because like
also, if race is if race is real, then why the fuck are there such things as honorary Aryans?
Yeah.
yeah, there are no honorary Aryans.
Either,
I mean,
like, if supposing race is real, then either you're Aryan or you're not.
I mean, yeah, like the most consistent thing I can come up with is where did the migration waves happen, but where did the societies develop completely independently from one another? But even then, there are inconsistencies. Like, you know, what about like ancient Egypt, or what about Sumeria? I mean, those weren't necessarily related to the Indo-Europeans, I don't think. So, but they were in the same region, so it just gets more complicated, you know.
It's yeah. Anyway, let's hear him probably JQ again.
Activism used to be a popular term because all these people do is bitch and moan on the internet day in and day out, and then
That's
they have the
literally
nerve
what
to
you
tell
do.
me that I'm constantly miserable. You saw an
Literally his
opinion
job.
you didn't like, so you dislike bombed my video.
That's what you guys do.
And I'm
Yeah, that's what you guys
one.
do.
I actually
That's
said
what
Tears of the
Synthetic
Kingdom was a
Man's
good
fans
game,
gonna do
which you
to
would
this,
know if you actually
video when it
watched
comes
the
out.
video. Which is the thing that tears me up about all these. You're not going to see a single actual criticism of any of my opinions about the gameplay or the world design because none of them actually watched the video. It's funny
Because
to
you
me
were
that
being
YouTube disabled
racist.
Well, we
dislikes,
just did.
but they made no efforts to try and curb astroturfing
Get
like
dunked
this.
on.
The YouTube algorithm can obviously detect when 3,000
No,
dislikes
like,
mysteriously appear on a
pause it
video
for a second.
over a few days
What?
with
This guy literally was like, well, nobody criticized me for the gameplay, though. And it's like, you literally, you know, JQ'd, made a bunch of racist comments, and you expect us to be talking about the fucking gameplay?
You know, guys, why did anyone talk about? Why does anyone talk about the shitty weather as he's like stabbing a baby?
Yeah.
God, why isn't anyone talking about the weather? It's so awful.
Yeah, why isn't everybody talking about how like why isn't everyone talking about why this food here tastes like shit whilst he's like blowing up a fucking town?
Yeah, Alistair Tenpenny be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a disproportionately low amount of new views on the video. And analytics can track when someone clicks on a video from a different website. But to drudge up an old controversy, I think we both know the only reason that they hid the dislikes was because people would dislike bomb advertisements from major corporations or Joe Biden speeches.
Nah, the
And so, of
people
course,
just
they don't
didn't
want
like
the
your
public
video.
to
Of
see.
course, this is the one that triggered him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally
look,
being
guys,
like Dark
he's gonna
Brandon
show
and that.
He's gonna show one of 3 clips they have to make Biden look bad.
The massive
No, but
amount
like,
of
it doesn't even
backlash.
make him look. Well, that one does.
Sorry,
but...
sorry, Synthetic Man, but the left has been beating you to it for too long.
Look, guys, they have three clips to make Biden look bad. Ignore all the clips, which you don't even need to take out of context to make Trump look atrocious.
Yeah, but literally, the red background was like that specific speech was one of his best speeches, like unironically, and they used that against him. It's like, well, that's because they were triggered by it, you know.
Toward
I
the
like how they only have like 3 clips available.
content so that people can't organize on any level, which has always been the goal of these people. It's the same reason why they
Organize?
banned so many
What are you, a
right-wing
leftist
people
now,
from
Tim?
Twitter before Elon took over. Which actually is like a whole different subject I could go into. Why the hell do you fucking maniacs?
He's like a
exist?
diehard, like super religious Catholic.
Weren't you gonna use somewhere else because Elon is an alt-right billionaire troll or some shit, right?
Yeah, he is. He's literally in Trump's cabinet now. Oh, I accidentally muted it.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, it's just so sad the kind of people that have to get elevated through right-wing discourse. Like, I'm so tired of hearing Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
I have
Like,
been
who gives a
tempted
shit
to-
about Joe Rogan or Matt Walsh? Like, why do we have to care?
I wish I could
You
convince
know?
my dad that Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's actually really fucking stupid.
It's like, oh, we need to hear what Joe Rogan has to say. No, we don't. You know?
Yeah.
He's a dipshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
has,
an idiot.
you can find people, he has the good takes he does have are very fucking basic.
Actually start using a Twitter account just because he added that fact check feature, which is constantly debunking the stupid shit you people post all the time. Let's just blast through some more of these real quick and then I'll respond afterward. You called me out on my dumbass takes. You must be a liberal from Twitter and like censorship. Dude understands free speech, but not the concept that he's also allowed to be criticized. Lamau. You literally tried to imply that the game is grooming kids. Also, I hope none of you genuinely try to argue in good
Yeah.
faith with someone whose clear fetishes are in the thumbnail and is attempting to point out supposed satanic grooming in a Zelda game. In Minecraft, the diamonds is some of the strongest armor in the game. Was De Beers secretly placing propaganda in
Holy
it?
shit, maybe they were.
Maybe they were. Who knows?
It
Holy
was not
crap.
actually a space Trotskyite. There is no devil. Grow
No,
up.
I wish.
You're not even
I'm
gonna
not just
respond to
gonna
that.
argue.
What?
He wasn't even going to respond to all
Even
that
if
shit.
you think one or two of these are good digs, these are the type of people that think it is completely normal and rational to chop your dick off and wear a dress. And now I realize this
What?
video is probably
Yeah,
going to be demonetized,
ooh,
but I had to get that one
masculine.
in there.
Yeah,
Seriously,
fuck
though,
yeah, I'm gonna castrate myself.
with the radical
That
change
sounds
in
awesome,
gender
man.
ideology,
Like literally,
and the
literal,
slow
just
norm-
outright overt transphobia too. Like,
Yeah, he's going full transphobic now, hold on.
normalization of pedophilia. And I don't care if you think that's schizo. That's apparent to anybody who's paying attention, but you keep lying to yourself about that. Do you want to know the amount of times I've seen some random Twitter user advocate for the banning of Lolly, and then it turns out they're an actual pedophile
here's
who's
the
been
part I was
arrested.
talking about.
What?
Or
There it
was
is.
arrested after that post. It's not
Oh,
a
dear
fucking
God.
coincidence, dude. These people are fucked in
wait,
the head.
what?
Hold on, okay, get it out of your system. We need to hear the whole thing in full, this whole
I
bit.
don't even give a shit about Lolly. I think it's just drawings.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Dude, he's like, well, I can't believe you criticize my pedophilia when you have pedophilia too. It's like, what?
Oh my god. Guys, I think pedophilia is wrong. I just like jerking up the drawings of children.
Jeez.
They're just drawings, man.
People seem to think I was a pedo
Yeah,
for my
like, what's
take
the
on
problem?
Atreus and Angraboda, even though they're both horny teenagers and probably would want to plow each other. I'm sorry if the truth hurts your feelings because you were a loser in high school, a shut-in who
So
never
were
saw
you.
any of this shit. Well, despite what
That's
you
you,
might think
bro.
of me,
Obviously,
I did
this
know
guy
multiple
is.
people who
Obviously, this guy had loads of sex in high school.
had sex in middle school and high school, and they weren't lying, dude.
How do you know?
Yeah, right. Did they go to a different school?
Boblax. I'm stealing this joke from Boblax, but is this what the whole like link getting clicked by a black guy thing is about? Did you get cucked?
literally.
Did Tyrone cuck you?
Every accusation is a confession. Just remember that.
Yeah, Tyrone must have cucked him.
I mean, he literally just complained. He literally complained in the last video about oh my god, we have to feel cucked by this black guy. Like that's literally what he said.
No, don't. Yeah, I know. I think he is into cuckolding.
Get too personal into story time here, but I went to
I
a
know.
majority black middle school, and there was a pregnant 14-year-old girl when I went. Now, am I saying that's okay?
What?
Wait.
What
What did
school
he
did
say?
you
I
go
didn't
to?
entirely hear that.
Okay, let's go back.
Multiple people who had sex in middle school and high school, and they weren't lying, dude. I'm gonna try not to get too personal into story time here, but I went to a majority black middle school, and there was a pregnant 14-year-old girl when I went. Now, am I saying that's okay? No, of course.
So he did get cucked by Tyrone.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
I mean, that
It's not.
that's yeah. I'm not saying that's okay, but what's the but?
Yeah.
It's kind of
I wanna-
fucked up. But when you're trying to set up two characters as a future husband and wife, they should at least have a tiny bit of chemistry, just some innocent teenage
They should also be the same race.
love. In the
And they should
fucking
also
80s, there were
they
movies
should
all
they
the
also
time
have to be 14, you know?
Yeah.
Because 14-year-olds get pregnant. What?
about kids falling in love with girls, and none of you guys seem to think that was pedo shit. Or maybe you never watched the movies. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is none of these Twitter, Reddit, Discord types batted an eye when it turned out that monkeypox was spread through sexual intercourse, and all of a sudden, these kids start getting it somehow, especially ones that had two dads.
Don't you get it? The gays are raping our children.
Yeah, and they're giving them STDs.
Interesting.
It's
Well-
monkeypox is spread through skin-to-skin contact.
He's not even saying I don't hate gay people, but like he's literally not even saying that. I
I
think he literally
fucking-
just does.
Yeah, I hate gay people. There's no but. I just fucking hate them.
All they ever do is deflect. They
Yeah.
never will acknowledge if their side does something horrific. I'm not sure if I can be bothered to dig up one of these comments, but I
That
did
their
see
side
one
is something
that also
horrific.
implied
Your
that
people.
I shouldn't have put any of the schizo tangent in the video at all. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't
it's
have,
my
because it's
channel.
fucking dumb.
It's my
Yeah, it had
video.
nothing to do with it, with reviewing the fucking game.
Yeah, it's like, it's my channel, I do what I want. Yeah, and we can make fun of you.
And wait, you said it was for his streams. This tangent was an edited thing, not in a stream. He didn't need to
Yeah,
put
this was just...
He didn't have to put the tangent in the video, in the edited video.
Yo, I don't owe you anything. I can make whatever I want, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. So, yeah, I don't really care if you
Sounds
think
like a
that.
you
But
problem.
if you really want a real explanation, the reason I put things like that in the videos is to make them entertaining. Because, let's be honest, reviewing video games isn't really that interesting. Especially when I don't really get review code.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it can be interesting if you're fucking entertaining enough about it.
Yeah, and not a
So my
fucking
videos
loser.
don't serve the
Yeah.
usual
Have to have an
purpose,
actually
which is
good
to
personality
shill
for
the
that,
game
bro.
to you so you'll buy it. Let's be honest.
And it-
That's what
like,
95% of reviewers on this platform
Watching-
are doing. But since I don't have that opportunity and I'm not paid off in any way, I do want to at least make the videos funny. to
not by
watch.
people like the Jews. They don't
If
give
that
me
initial
any
comment
money.
that I pinned
Yeah.
was being completely genuine about being entertained about the schizo tangent and wasn't obviously being passive aggressive, I would have been completely fine with it. I'm glad people are entertained by the schizo tangents. In fact, there was a bunch of other comments that literally said that. So if you're pretending, oh, Synthetic Man just can't take criticism, that wasn't even a criticism. It was just a backhanded insult. And I don't know why you guys are pretending to be autistic when obviously you all came from the same field.
And a jab at, and an ableist jab at autistic people.
No, but like,
Yeah.
and like he's
Definitely
he's
not projection
crying
at
and
all.
whinging about insults. Really?
Yeah.
Like, isn't this
Really,
guy
bro?
supposed to be
This-
like?
You
Isn't he
literally
supposed to be a
just, you literally,
Sigma-based waifu-pilled, like, muscle man?
And then like, and then like I just, man, this
I-
is so crazy.
I love that.
Also, when I watched Cammy, when we were watching this earlier, when we were watching his like Zelda review and shit like that, like this reminded me of like watching some kind of like Scott the Woz video, like a review, like a game review video, except the guy was racist and homophobic and was JQing and all this.
How dare you besmirch the name of Scott the Woz by comparing him to this asshole?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like a loser, an absolute loser reject version of somebody like that. I don't know.
I love it.
Scott the Woz is just too much of a Chad for me to even like think about comparing them. You know.
Websites to shit on my video. At a certain level, there's almost no reason to even address any more comments because none of them critiqued my video in any way. A lot of these obsessed losers
sure they
went to my
did.
community post where I was just pointing out, yeah, somebody linked my video on Twitter and there's some delusional takes. I just don't understand what the point of this is.
Yeah,
You're not
they do.
convincing anybody. You're just talking past all my audience.
Well, no. According to these people, when they say left trans people can't take criticism, of course they mean they can't handle people telling them they don't have the right to exist. So maybe when he means criticism, we should be sending him death threats.
I don't think any of these people understand the nature of debate. The whole point of it is to convince a third neutral party to your side. These are a bunch of lunatics all talking to each other. The type of people who will call you an incel when they themselves have never had sex.
You've never had sex.
Yeah.
This is why we need to
But
bring
you-
back
you're a
asylums.
40-year-old man who lives in
unironically, and I
his
don't
parent-
care
in
if
his,
these
like,
people are
parents' home.
abused because they deserve it.
I mean,
You're really
no
telling me
offense. I mean, I understand.
Did
but
you hear that
it's
one?
Pretty shit
Wait,
right
what?
now.
What do you say?
What?
Hold on.
He said,
What happened?
I don't
they
care if these
themselves
guys are
have never had
abused.
sex.
Okay, wait. We'll hear it.
This is why we need to bring back asylums, unironically, and I don't care if these people are abused because they
People
deserve
are
it.
people
You're
thrown
really-
in there.
You know what?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I do think we should bring back
You
asylums.
know what? I agree.
For
We
you,
should. We need to lock him up.
yeah. This man is a menace to society.
Telling me these people should have the right to vote. The type of people who are quite literally
Earlier in the video he said he wasn't in favor of censorship, and now he's pro censorship.
not a part of society. They probably don't even pay taxes. Not that I think anybody should at this point with our traitorous government, but these are the type of people who are getting paid disability. Disabilities
you
they don't even
Confederate
fucking have,
loser.
like autism. I guarantee they're not even autistic. And gender dysphoria sure as hell
Oh.
shouldn't be getting
Now he's being ableist
any money.
and
The
transphobic.
type of people who shout
And
trans
transphobic.
rights at the top
Criticize
of their
people
lungs
for
and they
being
can't even tell
autistic,
you
though,
what the
just a
fuck
second
that
ago.
means.
What?
He criticized people for being autistic just a second ago, and now he's saying they
I
aren't.
think that was meant to be an ableist jab. I think he was
Well,
being
it's-
ableist.
Yeah, just like classic
I mean,
ableism.
there is also a difference between being an incel and just like being a virgin and a man too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Definitely.
like I'm a virgin, but I'm not an incel.
An incel is like a cultural position. you
Yeah.
know, almost.
But this guy's an incel. He literally is complaining that an SA victim in the Silent Hill game isn't hotter.
You have all
Like,
the same rights.
There are
I
good-
do.
there are gooder mods for that character to make her hotter, and they're so cartoonishly like horny.
But
Yeah,
no,
and
they-
literally
these-
like the,
I do
Oh,
realize
oh.
that they're
the incel position is so weird in a lot of ways because like you have like all these incels like they're like, well, I can't get laid, and it's like, oh, I can't even get laid by
Yeah,
women
fuck
who are
you.
less attractive than this or that. And so you'd think they would be more humble
Chopping
about
your
it, but
dick
no,
off is
instead they
something
take a
that the
different
taxpayer
position. They say,
should take the burden of. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? And to make a year-old reference, they can't even define what a woman is. A woman
Whoa.
is
"You
anyone
can't
who
define
says
what a
they're
woman
a
is.
woman.
You can't define what a woman is.
Tell me what a woman is.
What is a woman? Tell
You've
me.
never fucking met. You've never touched one. You've never met one. You have no idea.
They'll argue like, oh, someone who can give birth, and then like I guess the women who are sterile aren't women then.
Yeah.
Dude, like literally, just. I mean, that's what I was saying though. Is like what's ironic about these incel types is they'll say, oh, I can't get laid. I can't get laid. I can't even get laid by this or that girl who's less desirable in their opinion. But you'd think that would make them more humble, but that doesn't. They go and criticize women's appearance instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they
maybe-
go and
you
say,
know-
"Oh, well, she wasn't hot enough. She wasn't
Maybe
hot
the-
enough." It's like, well,
Maybe the first step to having sex is to stop calling women femoids.
Yeah.
or Yeah, like on our, or
Yeah.
just stop
Or-
doing the
or voice.
JQ, or stop being racist,
Yeah,
or
maybe stop J killing every 2 seconds.
They don't even.
Do you think he does this in every conversation? Like, hey, how was your day? Yeah, the Jews rule the fucking world, and the Jews made me piss my pants today.
Yeah, they.
Little like casual.
The
He's
Jews
eating
made me
Twitter,
shit my
Mom,
pants
insulted
and-
me. Do you think he's at the grocery store? He's like, and he's checking out his groceries, and he's just JQing to the cashier.
I'm not gonna lie, I can see it. I like this. He probably doesn't do that, but I will say that when you meet him in public, he's probably visibly disoriented in some way. Like there's something wrong with this guy. You know what I mean?
When you see him, you reach for your gun.
He,
Hello?
representation.
Yeah, like literally. And he yeah.
I said when you see him, you reach for your gun.
Yeah.
Wait, he said that?
No,
Reach for your
well,
shotgun.
I said that. No, he's not that crazy.
Good
He
advice,
hasn't,
though.
he hasn't threatened violence yet.
In
even
Minecraft.
know what a definition is because all their words have multiple definitions. Double speak, right? Rules for thee and not for me. I just can't get over the fact that these people never argue in good faith. Like the person pointing out that I put my fetish in the thumbnail. I purposely made that thumbnail because it was
Yeah.
funny, and I know Nintendo
did.
fans and cuckoldry go together
Yeah,
like
you're
peanut
doomed-
butter and
yeah, you're
jelly.
doomed to
It was
print
obviously
the Princess
clickbait to
Zelda.
catch people's attention. I think everyone understood that. It is a complete.
The mic is like super quiet all of a sudden. By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is a good place to stop.
Yeah, we can barely hear you, Serpent.
Oh, sorry. Oh well.
Okay, we can.
Well, that was quite a video. I just I can't believe the amount of well, you don't have any definitions. Well, neither do you.
Yeah, holy
Give me your
shit.
definitions.
I think this might be the best video I've made in a long time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, this is the best one.
This was
I'm
this
very
was the
excited to like respond to. Can't wait to respond to like some of the salty synthetic man fans who stumble upon this video when it comes out.
You know what? I think
Oh.
hitting the reaction content was the best choice I've made. I've had
Yeah,
so
I
much
agree.
fun making this video. Would you guys be done
Did
to
you
do
stop
something like
the
this again
video?
later?
Did you stop the video, by the way?
No.
Yeah, I'm down
Yeah, I'm
for
definitely
that.
going to do this again.
Yeah. Anyway.